nzuri.
So the church has to encourage someone who has got a good desire.
Ambaye inajionyesha katika huduma ambaye Mungu amemupa.
That manifests through the ministry
Kusudi la kujenga mwili wa Kristo.
In order to build up the body of Christ.
Chochote lile ambalo unatamani kufanya juu ya utukufu wa Mungu ni tamaa nzuri.
Everything you desire to fulfill for the glory of God is
a good desire.
It is an honorable desire.
To louer, to acclamer.
To praise, to
désir ambaye iko ndani ya mtu.
To
praise
desire in someone's heart to do something for the glory of God.
Unajua katika maisha yangu Mungu amenijalia neema moja.
You know, in my life God has given me a grace.
Ninaweka kazi ya Mungu number one ya kwanza kupitia maisha yangu.
The work of the Lord at the first position among everything in my life.
Jamaa langu wanajua ile.
My family knows about this.
Ikihitaji kazi ya Mungu,
when it comes to serve the Lord,
iko priorite de priorite.
This is the first priority of priorities in my life.
Ni tamaa ambayo Mungu aliweka ndani yangu.
Because this is a desire that the Lord has put in my life.
Kwanza yaliyo yake ndio nifanye yake.
To first what is for him before I do my part.
Atungelikuwaka na tamaa nzuri juu ya Mungu.
If we had not have a good desire, honorable desire for God,
atungitokaka hapa tunaacha parcelle imenunuliwa ya kanisa.
We wouldn't have left a land, a plot that is bought for the church in this place.
Hatukununua parcelle na tuko Ulaya, hapana.
We did not buy this plot when I was in America.
Tulinunua tuko hapa na maisha ya hapa.
While we were still here living the life of Kampala right here.
Sababu ya ile tamaa nzuri ambayo
because of that good desire in us.
Alafu Paul wakati iko nazungumza hii habari.
So Paul when he talks about this,
ilikuwa katika ile muda,
in that moment,
Yesu unajua historia ya kanisa la kwanza.
Like you know the history of the church, the first church.
Ambayo waliopita katika kipindi nzito.
Who went through hard time.
Leo sisi tuko tunakimbilia utumishi huduma.
Today we are running to serve God in the
lakini haikuwa vile kwa wakale.
It was not like that in the beginning.
Walikuwa wanaikimbia.
They were running away from it.
Juu ya nini?
Because
huduma katika ile wakati,
serving God in that moment,
wakati mtu anachagua kutumikia Mungu,
when you choose to serve God in that moment,
alikuwa amefanya sacrifice mkubwa.
It was a great sacrifice.
Sababu ile wakati kanisa lilikuwa chini ya persecution.
Because in that moment the church was under a great persecution.
Kanisa,
when it came to persecute the church,
viongozi ndio walikuwa vise ya kwanza.
The leaders were targeted in the first position.
Waliwawa.
They were killed.
Waliteswa.
They were persecuted. They were despised. They were rejected.
Sababu watu hawakutaka wawajongelee.
Because men did not want to come near them.
Ili wakati watakapouawa wao nao wasishiriki ile wasiuawe.
They wouldn't die with them together.
Alafu kuwa mtumishi wa Mungu katika ile kanisa la kwanza.
So being a servant in that moment in the first church,
kitu honorable sawa leo.
Not something honorable like today.
Kuna heshima ambayo tunatafuta leo.
They have not the honor that we are looking for today.
Kumbuka mtume Petro alipigwa.
Remember the apostle Paul was beaten.
Malgré huduma ya hali ya juu na potential yote ambayo Mungu alikuwa anamtumia.
Despite the high level the Lord used to use him.
Hakuna mtu alimheshimia.
He could not be respected.
Walimchapa bibogo paka katoka vidonda.
He was caned to the point that he was wounded.
Paul anasema hivi.
To the point that Paul said,
Eske nini ambaye mko mnalia leo kujaribiwa?
You are crying because of the trials
Eske
today.
mnataka jaribiwa paka mnatoka damu?
Have you been persecuted up to the moment that your blood sheds out?
Sababu yeye alitoka damu, alipigwa
because he
paka
could
damu.
bleed everywhere because he was beaten up.
Lakini alipotoka gerezani,
but when he came out of the prison,
na ile maumivu na bidonda,
with all the suffering and the pain and
akaenda kuhubiri neno la
Mungu. He went to preach the gospel again.
Leo sisi tuko napata honore leo labda tutakuheshimu.
Today we are receiving honor, people to respect you. We want people to honor you.
Wakale walilipa
in the old times,
mkuu hata uzima wao.
They paid a high price, even their lives.
Kusudi sisi leo tudai ile honore.
For us to claim this honor today.
Na ndio maana Paul yuko nasema hivi.
That's why Paul says,
kwa kuencourage wale watu,
to encourage those people
ambayo wanaitika sacrifice,
who accept the sacrifice,
mpaka sacrifice supreme,
to the last sacrifice of their lives, of giving out their lives for the sake of Christ. And here in Timothy chapter 3, it was an encouragement word from Paul to encourage them, saying if anybody desires the service of the Lord, he has a good desire. He wants to encourage the former servants encouraging them so that they can be ready
na wajiangaje
and to engage themselves
kwa kazi ya Mungu
for the service of the Lord,
ambayo iko tofauti na siku ya leo.
which is different from today.
Tunahubiri leo injili kwa
We
uhuru.
preach the gospel freely.
Tunahubiri kwa amani.
We preach the gospel in
Tunahubiri kwa
peace.
salama.
We preach in peace.
Ama tunatembelea mandege na magari
And
kwa
we can
injili.
use the planes and cars for the gospel.
Tunakula labda tunashiba.
We eat and we are full
Hao
and
watu walikosa
satisfied.
chakula.
But those people couldn't have
Walitembea kwa
food.
miguu.
They could walk on foot.
Walipita kwa riski ya
They
ajabu.
ran into terrible risks.
Hawakuhesabia maisha yao kama vile kitu.
They didn't count their lives something
Lakini
like something
walihesabia
important.
utukufu wa Mungu
But they counted the glory of God
kuonekana.
to be visible
Na
and
hiyo ndio
manifest.
tamaa ndugu watumishi
And
tuwe
this
nayo.
is the desire that servants
Tusione
of
maisha yetu
God
na
must have.
heshima zetu.
We don't have to look at our desire in our
Sio kitu
lives
chochote ile.
to be something very important to
Tukijinyenyekea
seek
sisi
God.
wenyewe kwa kutafuta uzuri wa Kristo,
But we have to give ourselves to look for God's glory.
Mungu atatupatia nafasi katika
Then
nchi
God will
hii.
give us a place in this church, in this
Na katika
land.
ufalme ule utakayokuja
And in a coming kingdom,
tutapata mshahara.
we will be blessed
Mimi
and
nasemaga kila mara
rewarded.
situmikie Mungu
I
tu
always
anipe
say
mali,
that I'm
anipe
not
magari
serving
na
God
manyumba.
for Him to give me
Juu,
houses and church.
Kuipata ile mimi
And
naweza tu itafuta na nitaipata.
if I look for that, I will get it.
Natumikia Mungu zaidi
But
shabara.
I'll mostly serve the Lord.
Ile siku
For me on that
aniambia
day,
mtumishi mwaminifu,
He will tell me,
pumzika
faithful
hapa,
servant, rest
starehe
here.
hapa, sababu
Be
ulifanya
in peace
kazi
here because you have
kwa
done
ajili ya jina langu.
a good work for my
Ile
sake.
wakati magari na manyumba
In
tutakuwa
that moment,
tumeiacha,
we will have left
na
all
chochote lile
everything
ambacho
behind.
tulikuwa naye,
And everything
ambayo
we got,
tulitamani
that
tukuwe
we
naye,
desire to
ambaye
have,
tulisakrifia
that we
mioyo ya watu
sacrificed
wa Mungu
all
tupate,
people to
ambaye
have,
tulifanya chochote lile tumetre
everything
kanisa muriske,
that we made to put a church into a risk.
tutaiacha,
On that day, we will leave everything
Hatutaona
behind.
magari,
We won't see the
hatutaona
cars.
manyumba,
We won't see our
hatutaona
houses.
vyeo.
We won't see anything.
Tutasimama peke
We
yetu,
will just stand alone.
tutoe hesabu mbele ya Bwana wa kazi.
Give the report before the
Tulifanya
man.
nini?
What have we
Tukuwepo
done
duniani.
while we were on this
Mission
earth?
aliyetupatia.
What was our mission?
Tulifanya nini?
Have we fulfilled
Ili
it?
tuitimize. Ndugu wapendwa,
Brethren,
labda unaweza
beloved,
kuwa hapa Afrika unasema nikienda Ulaya
I'm
unatamani
free now.
kwenda huko.
because when I go to America, you
Ni
desire to
dunia
go to
sawa na
America.
dunia yote.
It's like any other part of the world.
Katika tauni ambayo ninaishi tu watu wanakufa na hii COVID ya hatari.
The difference is there also people are dying a lot and it's terrible.
Kuna wakati ninaenda supermarket naona mtu mzungu na iko naomba sadaka. Iko
Sometimes
naomba
I
saidia.
go to supermarket
naomba.
and I find the white people asking for help.
Ya mkubwa zaidi.
And it's terrible, worse than
Kuwa na
here.
Mungu.
The most important thing is to have
Sina
God
ya mafanikio yote.
more than anything else.
Amani, mimi najua amani ambayo tunaweza pata ya kweli.
The peace that we can have, the true
Hata
peace
Mungu anaweza tupeleka wapi akubebe
that can take
Amerika,
us wherever
Ulaya,
we can
nchi
go to
mbalimbali.
Europe or to
Kitu ambacho
America.
napasha jua,
We have to know one thing.
amani ya kweli
The true peace
ni kukuwa na Mungu.
is having
Ndani ya
God in
maisha
our
yako.
heart, in our lives.
Ile tu
Only
ni
that.
kumtumikia Mungu.
Serving God.
Alituita tufanye
He
kazi yake.
called us to serve Him
Kwa wakati unaofaa na wakati
for
usiofaa.
the favorable moment and for the
Kama
hard
uko
moment.
magumu, chapa kazi yake.
When you are in
Uko
difficult
furaha,
times,
usimsahau Mungu juu
serve
ya
the
raha.
Lord. When you are in a good place, serve the Lord.
Sababu ya hii,
For this reason,
Paulo hakukuwa anahesabia madaraka.
Paul did not count on the
Hakukuwa anahesabia
responsibilities.
madaraka ya kiongozi
He
ama
did
ya
not
mtumishi wa
count, he
Mungu.
did not realize, he did not boast himself for the
alikuwa anahesabu huduma ya
responsibilities,
mtumishi
but he was counting most of all the ministry.
Nini ndio anahudumia?
What was he ministering for?
Hapana mamlaka ambayo anaweza tumia.
Not all that the authority he could work for.
Ya kama mimi niko mtumishi wa Mungu.
Saying that I am a servant
Nimepewa
of God.
mamlaka.
I've been given
Nina
authority.
authority.
I have authority.
Hatuko hapa tu tu
We're not here to intimidate.
Tuko hapa tu tu serve.
But we are here to serve.
Nini ndio mapatron zetu?
What you are our bosses.
Nini ndio mnafanya tuko hapa tufanye kazi?
You have made us to stand here to serve
Na
God.
tunajikomplete.
And we are completing
Hakuna
one
kanisa bila
another.
Wakristo.
There is no church without believers. And there is no church without a leader. That's why we are completing one another for the body of Christ to be built up. That means that respect is mutual. We are God to respect you because you are the lambs and the sheep that the Lord has given. And you are to respect us like anointed people that the Lord has confided the responsibility. But this doesn't have to be on one side, but without us respecting you too. That's why Paul did not talk about the responsibilities of the leader or the responsibilities of the servant, but he was talking about the ministry. What are you releasing to people? This is where your honor comes from, not from all the names and ranks that can take you. This will take you nowhere. You know, in our place in America, this is American culture. They don't call anybody with your title. You may be coming to the church. Every Christian, every church believer can call you with your name. Paul, Andrew, John. They never call you bishop. In American churches, I go and I move over and I preach them.
Welcome our brother Samuel from DRC.
Samuel Kouta na RDC. C'est tout. We call each other with these names. And I like this humility. They may have many other errors, mistakes, but they are so humble. They are very humble. If he's a pastor, he's humble. If when it comes to talk to the believers, he talks to them with humility. So, because we don't have a lot of time, our time is running very fast. That's why Jesus said, the place we read, Mark chapter 10, verse 42 to 44. He says, if anyone wants to be a leader, let him be the servants of others. And if you want to be the first, to be servants of Christ. We have to humble ourselves. If it requires a sacrifice of our lives, like our Lord did on the cross. He humbled himself. He accepted all the criticism. He was naked to fulfill God's, the Father's will. In order for him to buy us, the church, people were far away from God. The people had been rejected away, far away. People were separated from God through our nature. To buy us with his own blood. Not only to buy us, but also to invite us into the house of the Father. We who had been rejected out of the house, we were rejected. We have been rebellion people. Rebellious people. So he gave his own life. And then he gave us also an invitation. That's why Jesus was crucified on the cross. For all of you, he said, all of you are carrying a heavy burden, come to me and have your rest. John 1:12. For them who believe him, he gave him. For them who have received this invitation, he has given them the power to become the children of God. But this is the result of his sacrifice. For you to be a faithful servant, it's a fruit, it's an consequence of sacrifice. Not a sacrifice for you to get the material goods, but a sacrifice for the glory of God to be visible, for the kingdom of God to be built, for the name of the Lord to be glorified. This is a not for me to have this and to have that.
kuwa na utajiri.
It's good to have riches.
Sikatai.
I'm not saying no. I also need it. I also want it, everybody.
But this is not
dans le ministère.
Ce n'est pas ça.